guys, welcome to What I Ate Wednesday. Just like last week, I'm starting off with some scrambled eggs. It doesn't have as many veggies as last time, just because we don't have as many veggies as last time, but I've used a lot of the veggies that we did have. So you can kind of see all the things that are in there. So there are onions and red peppers, and then I added some spinach, and then I did the eggs, and I did 2 eggs for both Dan and I. So basically it's only 1 egg. So just lots of veggies, and then I did when I was cooking the veggies, I cooked in a little bit of the pesto, the basil walnut pesto. It's got flavor. Not as good as last time's, but still pretty good. And I had coffee earlier this morning, and this room smells so nice because I got sunflowers from my coworker, and then these lilies are from our garden. Oh, so pretty. And the sunflowers aren't looking too good anymore, but so nice. Anyways, I will check in with you guys at lunchtime, because last week I was very impressed how filling this was. It definitely kept me full the whole morning, and I didn't have to feel the need to snack in the morning or have an early lunch. It tied me over really well. So I'll see you guys in the afternoon. So now I am just brewing some tea, and this one is, you can't really see it because the label's fading, but it's banana split tea from David's Tea. It's a rooibos tea, and again, you can actually smell, it smells more chocolate than banana, but it doesn't taste that much like it. But does it have, oh, it does have chocolate in it. That's funny. This one smells more like chocolate than the red velvet cake. Anyways, so you're gonna have this and paint my nails. It's lunchtime now, and actually, what time is it? It's 2:30, so that did fill me up quite a bit because I ate it in about 9 o'clock. So I'm going to make something with cabbage. I had already roasted it. Well, we did half of it on the barbecue roasted, and it was really good. But now I'm thinking what else I can do, because our barbecue's kind of on the fritz and it's not going to work. So I still have half a head of cabbage, but I'm going to use half of that, so 1/4 cabbage. And I'm going to try to make some sort of pasta, cabbage pasta. So just cabbage shreds. So I cut the cabbage up already and then kind of tore the pieces aside. So it is, you know, pasta-like. We shall see. I don't have any pasta sauce either, but we'll make it work. So right now I just have a little bit of veggie ground beef, or veggie ground beef going on, and then I'm just going to add the cabbage. So I've steamed it a little bit. And honestly, now it's just smelling what I imagine cabbage rolls would smell like, because isn't that just cabbage wrapped around beef and stuff? I don't know. Anyways, now I'm going to put some, I don't have pasta sauce, but I have some pizza sauce, so that's just a little more concentrated, so we're just going to add that and then some extra water. So it's just bubbling away now. I added perhaps a little bit too much water, but at least the cabbage noodles will get nice and cooked, I guess. And then I also put in some garlic, as well as Hungarian wax peppers, or Hungarian hot peppers. The ones from our yard that I did a whole pepper and cut it up nice and small. And so I'm just going, oh, and then I also put some basil leaves in it as well from the garden. So just going to let this simmer a bit. Hopefully some of this water will reduce. That's what it looks like now, and then we can add a little bit more of the sauce over top of it. And now we shall try it. So I've added a little bit of nutritional yeast as my cheese. You can kind of see it. And now we shall try it. It's pretty good. I definitely wouldn't say it's passed, honestly. But the flavor is really good. And I want to get a chili, because that was really spicy, but really good. Here's a chili. See the chili round. That is a little spicy. Oh, I'm quite happy with this. So I'm just going to enjoy this now. And I think, well, when Dan comes home in the evening, he'll probably have, like, put a lot of cheese on or something, and then he'll like it even more. But the nutritional yeast gives it a little bit of nuttiness, and that's really good. I'm going to be making lentil walnut burgers for dinner. So I'm starting off with my lentils. I'm using red lentils, and I'm just heating up about 3/4 cup of dry split lentils with about 2¼ cups of water. And then once it's boiling, it's gonna cook for about 5 to 7 minutes. And dogs are playing in the background. And then now I'm gonna get everything else organized, so then at the end I just have to add those. What are you guys doing? That's Molly's chair, girls. Schnauzers, that's Molly's chair. So now that I read a little further, I see that we also need rice. I found this recipe a few days ago and I was like, okay, I want to try this. I just didn't know what day. And I always skimmed through it, and even before I started I skimmed, and I just see the lentils and the everything else, so I'm like, oh yeah, that's perfect. But I obviously missed the rice. Oh dear. Alright, so that is boiling. So crap. So now we're continuing with the rest of it. That has been under control now. So I'm gonna start with food processing. 1/4 of a red onion, 1/3 of a cup walnuts, some garlic, some garlic, ginger, and then instead of cilantro, I'm using chili peppers, again, from our yard. Ooh. I just tasted it. I don't know if I just got a seed, but that is a hot chili pepper. Okay, maybe I just happened to get a seed. Let me try it out. That's pretty spicy. That's good though. I just put the whole chili pepper in there. And that was the last of what was on the chili pepper tree. However, there's already like 4 more new chilies that are starting to grow. So, because there are actually tons of flowering ones right now, and then anyways, so now I'm going to put in maybe not as much cayenne as the recipe calls for, and then cumin, curry powder, garlic salt, and then some fresh basil leaves. Those are the spices there. I did about, I just eyeballed it, but probably about 1/2 teaspoon to 1/4 teaspoon of all the spices. So now we're gonna blend it up again. Then now we're gonna add 3/4 cup of rice. Silly small food processor, but that's okay. And then a total we're gonna do 1½ cups of lentils, but for now we're just gonna do 3/4 cups of lentils, and then we'll add it after. So pulsing it again. So I added what was in the food processor to a bowl to make this very unappetizing bowl. Then I added a little bit more lentils, the rest of it, some ketchup, oil, barbecue sauce, some flax seeds mixed with water and blended so it gets kind of, well, mucusy. It's supposed to be an egg replacement. And then we're just going to mix this around. I used red lentils that ended up being kind of the yellowish color, so you can see that it makes it a kind of cat food like color. Probably better if you use brown lentils or even green lentils, anything but red lentils, but that's okay. So we're just gonna have that all mixed in, and now that it's mixed, I'm going to add in a tablespoon of flour and then 2 tablespoons of panko breadcrumbs. So now we're just gonna let it sit in the fridge for about like 10-15 minutes to cool. It does not look appetizing, to be honest, but it has really good flavor. You taste a little bit of the cumin, and I still taste the spice from the chili pepper. It's actually really good. It just looks bad, but I'm gonna put it in the fridge for a bit and then form it into patties, and then once you get a nice like a fry on either side of them, it'll look so much better. Although I don't know if I guess it does have walnuts in it. I would probably call it more a lentil rice burger instead of lentil walnut, but I guess lentil rice walnut burger. So I have formed these into patties, and come on, I probably could have added a little bit more flour, but they do hold their shape. So now I am putting them in my pan. So they're browning now. At first I had all 4 in the pan, and then when I went to flip that one, it just got all smushed, so now I took one out and I'll cook that one on its own after. But Yeah, I've turned the heat up a little bit so it can get a little bit darker, but they're keeping their shape more or less. It is finally done. I tried to wait until Dan got home, but it's 9:45 now, and honestly I just need to eat dinner. It's not healthy. Well, it's not healthy, but it's also not good for my body to be eating dinner so late when now I'm just going to be going to sleep soon. So, and I know he says I can eat before he gets home, but usually he's home around 9, so this is a really late night. So I'm just gonna eat. I think he's on his way home, but honestly I'm just really hungry now. And I'm a little upset that he's home so late. Anyways, so that being said, this is what it looks like. I think that looks pretty good. It's a little mushier than a normal burger, but not bad. So I have just my mini burger buns and ooh, let's try it. It smells really good. My bun is a little bit over toasted, so the flavor is really good though. And I just put a little bit of lettuce. I didn't want to put ketchup because that like usually hides any flavor, but you don't really taste the heat that much anymore. Actually, now that yeah, you can. And you taste a little bit of kind of the cumin in it, but it's actually really delicious. I probably maybe even make like meatballs or something like that with that or something like, I don't know. Anyway, it's pretty good. But again, I'd call it just more a lentil burger, I think. Anyways, that's going to be it tonight because it's so late. I have a salad with it. And yeah, I'll see you guys next week on What I Ate Wednesday and this weekend for Petapalooza. Yay! See you guys later.